It's fucking hot. I'm not a child. Alright, what's happening here, buddy? Let's go for a drive. It's like last week. I think it's going to be the new Sunday thing, to be honest, because, yeah, why not? Give me something to do while I'm driving. Okay, this time, everybody's maybe start darting out of garages and parking spots. Which way am I going? I'm going that way, okay. I'm actually going to my mom's this time. I'm going to make a stop beforehand. But yeah, I'm going to my mom's for dinner. Mama Film Junkie. Not sure exactly what we're going to be having. Maybe chicken enchiladas. My aunt, I don't know if my aunt's there. She said she was going to make chicken enchiladas, so exciting. I hate coming out of my apartment because I have to be like halfway out just to see around the cars. Sucks. Go! Anyways, oh man. Twitter. Some people need to log off Twitter today, man. It's been very interesting just kind of looking at things today. I don't know. Things. It's just like, what is happening? What do you guys, what the hell? Some people just need to log off. Delete tweets and log off. I don't know. It's just been very interesting. Been very interesting. It's always interesting, of course. I made the joke the other day that, stop saying you hate it here. There's so many people that post how much Twitter sucks and it's a cesspool and stuff like that. But then, we're on it every damn day. It's like, well, you seem to like it a little bit there, So, don't say you don't like it here when you do. I mean, I like Twitter. I think sometimes I like it a little too much. Where I'll be looking at my feed too much. I'm trying to cut that out because that could be a little bit of a drug right there, where you're just kind of bored. So hey, let me just look at my feed. Man, sometimes you just gotta completely disconnect. Gas is almost $4 over here in Cali. I know in some spots because of that hack thing that happened, it was getting over $5, $6, $7. Over $4 here. Luckily, now that I work from home, I get gas like once a month. Like I still got 68 miles on this tank. I got gas a few weeks ago. It's awesome. Especially driving this Corolla now. I mean, it gets such good gas mileage. But anyways. But yeah, Twitter's fun. You gotta love it. It was just a couple of, easy. Almost had some fender bender action happen right now. That would have been interesting. Jeez. People got a little too antsy getting off the off-ramp. It's like, relax, guys. We're good. Anyways. Traffic. There's always traffic. No, but it's been, and one of the biggest things that I saw, this week on the timeline feed that I was going to talk about on here is booty shorts. Yeah! Well, I mean, booty shorts are fun. I don't know, it seems like people are on the, it happens, I don't know how often it happens. Yeah, I think last week when I was talking about Batman's mental health, I was griping at the fact that the Batman killing argument, shows up every 3 months or something like that. I mean, now we always get the objectification from Zack Snyder or David Ayer now. And we really haven't seen David. Basically, what it was two pictures, one showing the booty shorts covering her entire butt, and then one that was actually in the movie, which you do see some cheeks, which she's got nice cheeks. I mean, I don't see the problem. And it stirred up an argument because a lot of people were like, wait a minute, did someone Photoshop that? I'm not even sure exactly what the basis of the one where they linked and they covered her booty more. I don't know if that was like a censorship thing that they somewhere did something. I don't know. I know, remember, when they put Splash on Disney Plus, and there's a couple of scenes where Daryl Hannah is walking around naked, and you see her butt full on, and it's Oh man, a young me really enjoyed those moments. Hey, I still can. But they lengthened her hair to cover her butt, and it was ridiculous. I remember making a video about it because it was just so insane. It just insane. But what do you expect? It's Disney. And it's just funny how back then everything was like, that was a PG movie. It's considered like a family movie. It's weird how the butt. Well, all right then. Take two. Jeez. Or not take two, but let's continue. I don't know what the hell happened. My phone just, just gonna shut off. Just gonna turn off the video. Why? You're talking about booties, Dave. Stop talking about butts. And maybe I'll keep recording, I guess. I don't know. It just fucking stopped. Weird. I don't know. Anyways, I think where I left off was talking about Splash and the booty. So let's go back to Margot Robbie's booty. So basically where I was getting at before I realized the damn thing stopped so we're talking about, of course, I think I mentioned, that's the thing, I don't even know what I covered, what didn't get recorded, but I mean, I did mention that, Margot Robbie, picked out the costume, she said in an interview, and not to mention the costume designer was a woman as well, but of course it's all on the guy. And I'm not even, it's so weird. It's just fucking weird. And then of course I'm remembering like when Jessica Chastain, remember when she said that, she was kind of calling out the Amazon design of the costumes for the history lesson. And then for some, obviously now that you watched his Justice League, you can see why he wanted to emphasize those damn abs, man. Because when you watch those scenes, holy crap. I'm like, I'll never get abs like that. Try. I don't think I'll ever get abs like that. So, the fact that that was a thing at one point, and it's funny too, because has she said anything since, especially since the stunt women all came out and said, I love the costume. I work really hard. I want to show off my body. And that's the key right there. That's the key. Okay? Because everybody nowadays wants to get offended for everybody else. That is such a left thing now. Used to be a right thing. Remember how the right used to get offended by everything. Everything used to be. That's why they were trying to censor all kinds of shit. Censor language. They were trying to censor, put censorship on music and shit like that. Censorship is a weird thing because now the left is trying to do the censoring. It's very odd. I don't know when it flip-flopped. I think when social media started really becoming a thing. But I'm not going to turn... Don't worry. Don't turn the video off, please. I'm not going to turn it into a political discussion. Fuck no. Anyways. No, but it's just kind of strange. But it's just funny how there was no mention, when that was all happening. It's just like... Basically, what I'm getting at is there's really no argument there because... Robbie said she picked out the outfit. Obviously, when we see her in the second one, she's going to be more covered up, and she's not going to be wearing the booty shorts. But it's just funny because it was a popular costume for Halloween. It probably will be for a long time. But I'm just saying, stop getting offended for other people. Okay, if somebody is in good shape and they want to show it off, by all means. It's funny because when it comes to objectification. It's always a topic, and there's never a balance that you're ever going to say. But, whatever opinion you have, someone's going to be offended by it. I've had some debates with people when it comes to that because, it's always. Anytime that you always hear about. I still remember. Obviously, there's female when it comes to female objectification. It's always been a topic, but sex always has been the thing that sells. You look at old movie posters. It was always, but at the same time, you're going, well, everybody was kind of agreeing that was, everybody was good with it, right? That's the main thing. I was really trying to. Sorry, that the thing was a little loose. Looks like it's a little loose in here. Don't fall out. Don't fall out, people. Stay for the ride. No, but it was always like that. Obviously, when we're talking about that, and it's like, but if everybody's good with it, it's like, then go for it. Nowadays, everybody just objectifies themselves. We got your OnlyFans, your Instagram model, Snap, private Patreons, all that stuff. Everybody's just doing it themselves. And hey, I mean, power to you. It's a hustle. If I could, I would. You know, it's like, why not? If you can, by all means, do it. If you want to start an OnlyFans, I mean, I've literally seen, like, I mean, heard, and it's just, you hear about, oh yeah, so and so started an OnlyFans, and they got like this much money right in the first weekend, like millions of dollars. It's insane how that goes. And then it was funny too. I was listening to a podcast, and this dude was calling in. He actually started an OnlyFans, and he said within like 5 days he made $11,000. I'm like going, Jesus. No, I mean, no, I'm not. Whoa, okay, you're gonna turn. What are you gonna do here, red truck? Okay, thanks. He was turning, and then he decided not to, and I almost went. That could have been fun. Anyways, so, but yeah, I know. I was like, damn, $11,000 in 5 days? Like, whoa. I'll totally objectify myself. No, but, when it comes to movies, it's always been a thing. But I love the fact now I'm seeing more people push back on it, because now everybody's like, well, she could be strong and sexy. And if we're all good with it, then let it be. And, I saw a lot of people pushing back on this whole booty shorts thing, which is, I still don't know, like, exactly why that somebody had where they lengthened the shorts. Should have researched that a little bit. But I'm just like, man, hey, it's Margot. I mean, I know a lot of people always talk about when she breaks the window with the bat and then bends over to, like, grab something. I mean, she does it very much where, I mean, it's right there. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's whatever, but hey, she seemed like she was okay with it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she flat out just does a 90-degree bent over, like, ow. I don't know what the conversation was right there. I don't know. But, man, there's a lot of traffic going through the damn canyon here. And of course, there's always... Remember last week, guys? I had some just slowpoke and a Scion. Now there's a truck that's hauling a fucking boat. So now it's definitely going to take long going through the canyon here. Oi! Oi, oi, oi. Beef jerky and lemonade. Kettle corn. Yeah, I'm wondering what that conversation was. Okay, you're scaring me. And then, there was always that, it's funny too, because speaking of butts, remember the shot in Justice League where they were getting, Barry and Bruce were getting off the plane, and then Diana's right there, the shot of the butt. And, that shot always was weird to me, because that wasn't a reshoot. But it was in Justice. I mean, it was always a weird one, because I always thought that all that was Snyder stuff, and it was. But it's like, but when it came to his Justice League, he just removed that part. It was like, nah, I'm not going to put the butt. And, and then I remember people were talking about that after. I'm like, but didn't Snyder shoot that, or was that, did Joss put somebody in front of, like, the double in front of the green? I don't know what the hell. That shot was always weird to me. I always thought everything was Snyder, but then Snyder just decided, no, we're not going to put that. Yeah, it's too close up on her. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I don't know, it was a weird one. A lot of butt action. I mean, but then, look at Snyder. He fucking, BBS, showing that bat ass. Showing some man ass. And then the bathtub scene. I remember people were getting, huffy puffy about that. Oh my God, you can almost see her nipple. God forbid. Amy Adams, but then you got Henry Cavill that hops in there and does a very seductive, let me take off my shirt scene with his low-rise jeans. I don't know. It's all weird, because when it comes to guys, we're like, I don't fucking care. I mean, especially when these guys. I mean, that's one thing too about when it comes to superhero roles, is you get a role as a superhero, you're gonna get hired like some of the best trainers. You're gonna get on the best diet. You're gonna get fucking ripped. You're gonna get paid to get ripped. Okay. I remember there was like a thing way back when Amy Schumer, for Trainwreck, they wanted her to like slim down, and she was making a big stink about that. It's like, oh, you poor thing. They want you to get healthy. My God, terrible, absolutely terrible. Man, this thing is bothering me. There we go. Oh. Sorry Sorry, guys. It felt like it was a little too low. It's like, how dare they want to pay to get, because anytime these guys get super fucking jacked or shredded, I mean, you're always guaranteed a shirt off scene. You got to show the abs. I mean, even when Paul Rudd from Ant-Man, I mean, he got in good shape. He didn't need to. Does Ant-Man need to be like in superhero shape? No. And then he had his shot where he was kind of posted up and he had a 6-pack, maybe an 8-pack. Looked good. Good for you, Paul. I always make fun of this one. Nick Cage in Ghost Rider. That was always a weird one for me because didn't need to get in super shredded shape, but he wanted to. He said he felt like, it's just, you're a superhero, so, you got to get in like a certain kind of shape. Sorry, that's my terrible Nicolas Cage. But it was like, dude, you're playing a fucking skeleton. You're playing a skeleton, man. You don't need to do that. But then guess what? He had his moment. There's a scene where he literally walks past the mirror after a shower, and after a shower, we never fully rinse off. In fact, we just apply the baby oil and walk around. That's exactly what it looked like. I mean, he's just baby oiled up in front of the mirror. Looked great. He looked shredded as shit. Good for you. But it wasn't needed. But you're always gonna have that glam shot. And especially, when women have to get into the superhero shape, belly's showing a lot, big time. Gotta show the belly, show those abs, man. Everybody wants to show the abs, because the abs are, by far, like, the hardest thing, I would think, the hardest thing to get. There are. You could bulk up and get, like, some shoulders and some pecs and some biceps and stuff like that, but abs, that could be a hard one. Even Dwayne Johnson at one point, I remember when he would talk about how it was hard for him to get abs, and he's got some weird abs. He doesn't have like normal type abs, but he would always talk about like how abs were like difficult because he's just that's his body type. I have friends I have a friend named Craig, man. He's got an 8-pack and he'll always have an 8-pack. It's like Jared Leto. It's like they don't work out for like 6 months, still got the 6-pack, and then when they work out for like a week and a half, they're like back to just being super shredded. I'm like, fuck you, man. Yeah. Anyways, back to Margot Robbie's butt. I wonder, in preparation for that, she probably did a lot of squats or something like that. But no. Yeah, but so it's just always like that there's always that conversation about getting in that shape and everything. And, Zach always talks about how he likes to have his actors in good shape. But what's great about Zach is he works out with them. It's not like he's just fucking going like, hey, get in shape, and sucking down an ice cream or something. He's not. He's up there. He's right there working out with them, working out with his crew, man. That's awesome because he's all he's all about the female form, and it needs to be that it should be talked about more. It definitely does. This whole COVID thing was never talked about. Was like health. Like, what can you do to help your situation? What can you do? Instead of just waiting around for the magical shot, what can you do to help the situation? Vitamins, what should you be eating, stuff like that. And everybody's health is different too, by the way. Something that could be good for somebody might not be good for somebody else. There's like now tests you can get, where they can check your gut, make sure everything's going good. I want to get that done actually, because I find it weird. Like, I like spinach, but sometimes I feel weird after I eat spinach. I don't feel like Popeye. Wow, I can't even do a Popeye. Not even gonna try. But yeah, it's all very strange. But yeah, it's just the conversation of costumes and everything. They're not gonna find anything wrong with her in the Suicide Squad, it seems, because no booty shorts for sure in this one. She's wearing. I like what she looks like though in that red dress. She looks badass. Red dress, like, and then with the boots and everything. Yeah. And then later on, she's just full on. Got a full on costume. Nothing. No cheekies. But hey, if everybody's down, cool. Stop getting offended. Other people need to stop getting offended for people that don't need it, that aren't offended. I mean, one thing I always thought about too is like, remember Basic Instinct when it came to obviously the gratuitous beaver shot. If you guys have seen Loaded Weapon 1, you guys know what I'm talking about. Underrated parody movie, by the way. Do yourself a favor. If you have not, go watch National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. Sam Jackson and Emilio Estevez. It's so good. If you like Hot Shots and Airplane and all that stuff, you'll like that. But yeah, they make fun of the gratuitous beaver shot in a very funny way. But I remember, like, you hear about like Sharon Stone slapped the director. I'm totally drawing a blank on who directed that movie. But it's weird because it's still, I mean, if she didn't want it in there, I mean, let's face it. I mean, it was, I'm surprised that didn't get more of a, didn't get like an NC-17. I mean, that movie is pretty, I mean, it's, it definitely, gets close. You're right there? Okay. Then you kind of wonder, like, man, that should have, you'd think, like, he would have removed it. And they could have just suggested it, obviously, because, like, when you see that scene, you see everybody kind of look, you see definitely Michael Douglas look down. But, yeah, man, it's all weird. But, yeah, it's always going to be a subject, but it was just weird how that just came about. And they're trying to throw, and, the people were kind of throwing David Ayer under the bus, and it's really stupid. Meanwhile, you got Jared Leto, who's like shirtless, like almost every scene that he has, looking ripped as shit, just full on shirtless, showing his fucking, his Ken doll lines, those, the dick root, the naughty lines that point down. That leads down. But anyway, you got that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I had female friends that wanted to go see that movie, was because of Leto. It was because of Leto. Yeah. It's always a funny thing, But yeah, I mean, who knows why that was a thing. I don't really have more on that subject. I'm just kind of now, I'm getting close to my destination. I'm like, gotta keep on talking, at least like it's a destination, which I really don't need to. I could just shut it off for daytime, but it's just all I'm doing is pulling up to the bank, getting some money in, because I lost my ATM card. I cannot find my ATM card. Not sure what the hell happened to it, so I gotta order a new one. And it sucks too, because basically this past week, anytime I pay for something, I just use Google Pay, which is the normal, which normally a lot of places have, but some places don't. No, we don't. We have Samsung and Apple. Well, what the? Okay. You realize like half the people out there have Android phones, right? Okay. Or they don't have it at all, of course. A lot of places though, like small businesses now just use like the flat out. They'll have like a tablet, or they'll have like the little thing, just boop. It's nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna pull some money out so that I can have something just in case I need it. And then of course I'll go online and order a new one, because I have no idea what happened to it. It's interesting. But anyways, yeah. So stop complaining. Stop complaining or getting offended on someone else's behalf. I need that. Okay. And when we see the Ayer cut, we're definitely going to enjoy it, and we're gonna enjoy the booty shorts, man. I stopped really quick right there. That was a little scary. They still have these tents out? I thought we were done with the whole eating in the parking lot thing. Why do they still have these tents out? It's weird. There's like no tables. They just have tents out. They just have tents out for what? Oh yeah, in California, on Tuesday? I don't know why Tuesday and not tomorrow, but Tuesday, the mask mandate stuff ends. That's cool. Thank God. I mean, I think in certain places they're still going to push it. I mean, I think it's up to the places that do it. But anyways, all right. Pulling in. I'm going to pull some money out. But anyways, thank you for sticking with me through the drive. Sorry about the little glitch in the recording. I don't know why that happened, but, it's all good. Anyways, guys, love you. Bye.